Greetings, children of Mountain Dew and Cheetos. My name is ArraySeven and welcome to an in-depth guide to traversing the battlefields as a combat medic. Much like boxing and arguing with Chris Brown, you always need to be light on your feet. The medic has the second fastest run speed in the game, which gives you a considerable advantage over all but one class. You are fast, but for the maximum possible levels of ouchness upon the other team, a combat medic needs to know how to scoot across the dust and get where he needs to go. The first tip would obviously be knowing the terrain. Before you leave the spawn, you need to at least have a general idea of where you're going. Map knowledge does not just go for getting from point A to point B, it also includes knowing where all the health packs and ammo crates are, knowing the jumps you can make, the jumps you cannot make, and where the most likely highest concentration of enemy players is. To quote G.I. Joe,
"Now I know,
and knowing is half the battle."
But I'm going to disagree with that percentage. I'd say knowing is about 27.25% of the battle. The rest is completely dependent on how big your gun is. Whenever you jump, regardless of how high the thing you're jumping over is, always crouch jump. Crouch jumping will give you that extra few blocks of height that may sometimes save you precious moments or, even more importantly, your life. If there's even the slightest chance you'll get hung up on it, the likelihood is when it is most inconvenient, you will. Such is Murphy's Law. Backwinding will also save your life more than you think, especially versus pyros and soldiers. The serpentine pattern of motion does well to throw off their aim long enough for you to either snuff them out or circle around and try it again. Jumping, while decreases your control, gives the other team the accuracy of stormtroopers and can dramatically increase your mobility. Every map has jump shortcuts, and it would be wise to learn them. Not only does it let you traverse the battlefield quicker, but height advantages are especially useful. If you feel clumsier than Helen Keller on a unicycle, then by all means practice. Grab an amputator and see how far you can navigate through the enemy line without using a weapon. The amputator will give you a little bit of benefit here, especially with the health. Just go from spawn through the front line and as deep into enemy territory as possible. This I've found is one of the best ways to practice your movements, and not just the battle ones. As stated before, always seek higher ground, with soldiers and demos in particular. Having the height advantage makes splash damage much less of a threat. Now, this goes for everyone, medic or not. If you're chasing a spy up a hill or stairs, keep your finger on the S key. Spies love to stair stab, which involves jumping over you and nabbing a butt stab. If you react quickly enough, he'll land in front of you and you're free to give him a bonesaw vasectomy. Now, the last trick I have for you on movement is air strafing. Some of you may have noticed that changing direction in mid-air is difficult and cannot be well done with the A and D keys. When you're airborne, rotating the mouse to the left or right and holding the W key will allow you to hook around and completely change your momentum. Combat medics don't necessarily use this as much as soldiers, scouts, or demos, but it's a useful skill to learn and may someday save you a dive off a cliff. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is ArraySeven, and this has been a tutorial on combat medic movement. I wish you all the quickest of feet.